All right, we're gonna go take this thing for a spin, and I wanna introduce our driver, Dave Arlen. He's been driving this thing for 34 years is where he's had it. He's done a very nice job on rebuilding this car, and it's like I said, it was really super great shape when it started. So I'd like to take it for a spin. Dave, what do you think?
We can do that.
All right, let's do it.
One correction though.
What's that?
It was stored for 32 of the 34 years. So.
Well, you've been driving it for a good thought the whole time. Sounds old school too. It's got that clutch and everything in it.
Yeah.
I love it. And they were supposed to sound like that. And that was a typical noise you heard.
The Muncie sound.
Yep, that's what the Muncie sounded like. It's a 64. And this ain't, it's a Chevy El Camino then.
Right.
327 Muncie 4-speed. Retro sound stereo system. Man, this thing runs good, doesn't it?
It's happy.
It is. How many miles you got on this?
I want to say I've probably driven it 400 miles.
400 miles so far. And this car supposedly has 10,160 actual miles on it. That is crazy. And it's still on the title as an actual mile.
It is. You know, I can't guarantee anything, but
I bet it is. With your dad owning it as long as he owned it and as long as you've owned it.
it still had the original spiral shocks on it.
Yeah, this thing was solid as rock too. No rust in the quarters, no rust in the fenders. And that's rare for an El Camino. All the blinkers work, cancelers work, horn works, cigarette lighter work.
I've got it disconnected.
Got it disconnected. And what color is it?
Sunfire yellow.
Sunfire yellow.
66 Corvette.
66 Corvette. What was it originally?
Oh, it was the trim tag says special. I think it was probably a fleet car.
A fleet car?
It was kind of like an army green, but it was gloss instead of.
So it was originally a 6-cylinder automatic car, 3-speed?
3 on a tree.
3 on the tree car. And you've replaced the column with a original Chevelle column. Really?
I cut it off and filled it.
Oh, that looks nice. Nice job. Heater
works.
Factory padded dash, and that's actually out of another car. That's not some repop thing that.
It's a factory.
You know.
Aluminum heater core.
Aluminum heater core. So you got about 600 or 400 miles on it since your restoration.
Yeah. Pretty close.
So the 327's like it's an early 327 because it doesn't have the holes I noticed drilled in the heads, so it has to be pretty early.
Oh yeah, they're drilled.
Are they? For accessories and stuff?
Well, no, you're right. It does off of the, the alternator mounts off of
the exhaust manifold, the water pump. Yeah.
And they are 461X heads, which are kind of a sought after head, and they're real. They're not something that somebody stamped.
Right.
It's cast on the inside of the head.
So the valves all been ground and things like that? Or?
3-angle valve job, and valves were done, all new valves.
Great.
Machined for umbrella valve signals.
They actually machine them for the valve seals. Those were just.
Yeah, all they ever used originally was just an old
little rubber blower, and
these are the
little umbrellas.
Umbrella seals.
And they had a lot better luck with those, I know. And it's a what? What'd you say for rear end?
336.
336 open rear end. And it's got the Willwood brakes on the front.
Yes.
Then it's got the standard drums on the back. So the service, you've already changed the brake-in oil and everything else and went to the new oil already.
I've changed it about 3 times. I use a high zinc oil in it.
High zinc oil. That's kind of what you want to do.
Yeah, to break in the cam, but it's well broken now.
Oh yeah, this thing runs exceptional. I really like this car. All the gauges look good. Yeah. Everything's running good temperatures.
It'll run, on a 105 degree day, it'll run, 185. Maybe up to 190 if you're just putting around town. But most of the time it's running around 180.
This is nice. I love the yellow on it. I think it's the best color on the El Camino. This is probably the nicest looking El Camino
So I've seen red ones and I've seen blue ones. I like this yellow. This yellow's really sought after anymore.
Yeah.
People really like it.
And you know I'm a red guy anyway, but
Yeah, you usually like a red car, but
well, I like yellow too.
yeah, you've had a few yellow ones too.
And this I always liked. So I knew when I started on this what color it was going to be.
I love the sound of that Muncie in this thing.
Yeah.
Handle's good, steering wheel's nice and tight.
Yeah.
That wheel with brake stuff's nice. It's good stuff. Not cheap, but good.
But it was worth it, you know. It just had single master cylinder, no power steering. I did the put power steering. It's tight.
Yeah, it is. Real tight. It's squeaky, rattly. Usually these kind of cars back, you know, they've been. This thing's tight.
You got a '65 Corvette. You know all about rattles.
Yeah. It's got a little squeak and rattle here and there, but not bad. It's pretty tight. That's a beautiful car. I love it.
Yeah, it is.
This is crazy, that mileage on that though. 10,000 actual miles. I would say it's actually how straight that odometer is. That is amazing.
I went through about 4 different speedometer gears to get it right on.
To get the mileage speed on.
It's right on.
The mile per hour. Yeah, there's no question on how well built this is. Oh, I love it.
It's fun.
It is. And it's nice and tight. Amazing tight. It's got the retro sound stereo. Otherwise, you put a speaker back in the dash and stuff
Yeah,
here.
there's behind the seat on the dash.
It looks good in there, though. It looks nice and original with that bow tie and everything.
But yeah, it was just this is one of the songs I could say that Eddie actually
Sounds good.
kind of wrote a couple lyric for this song because it was just woo.
Yeah, it sounds real good. I like the digital and everything.
And all that kind of stuff. So
I usually plug Spotify into it.
So you can listen to what you want to listen to. The steering wheel's in really good shape. Horn button. Did you restore the steering wheel?
It was turquoise. I painted it black.
Painted it black. Looks good.
It's got some cracks in it. All they'll do.
Oh yeah. Just to the age, but it's really good shape. I've seen a lot worse than that in my car. What? And what do you say? American racing wheels on it?
Yeah, it's American torque thrust.
Torque thrust. They look good. Perfect size for the car. Set's nice and sleek. I love the set of the car. Well, this thing's set for what? 35 years, you said, before restoration.
Well, I bought it in '89,
89.
and then I pulled the engine out of it.
You bought it from your dad.
Yeah.
Your dad had it since what? 1985.
He bought it in '85. I went through. This was the third set of mufflers. The first two, and it
Droned so bad?
Droned so bad I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of drones.
these
What'd you
are-
have, some flow masters on it?
These are flow. Yeah, these are flow masters.
You probably went to like a 44 or something originally. They sound good though, but they are droney.
Yeah, it droned so bad.
And it's all stainless steel exhaust too. Mandrel bent.
The downpipes, tailpipes are stainless. In between,
Just regular pipe.
aluminized.
The tailpipe's what usually rot out anyways. Yeah, this is a nice little clean car.
And this transmission looks like new inside. You know, it's good. It shifts good. Synchros are good. You don't get the, you know, when the oil's heavy, you get more of a line. Let's see. Warm up.
It stays. You know, it's what's run about 180.
Yeah,
That's about perfect on that.
right at 60. You know, it's only turning 1,800, so almost 60 pounds of oil pressure.
Headliner's nice.
It's new.
Did you do it yourself?
Yeah.
Nice job. You've done most of your work all yourself all your life.
Yeah. Sounds like the 60s.
It does. I like the whine in them. This thing would have been, if you could have bought one like this, it would be pretty much just like this. The
Yeah.
327 with this kind of 4-speed. It's pretty much the same vintage of the car.
That's really what I was after.
trying to keep it.
is not 100% stock, but what it would have been if I'd owned it in 64.
Right.
Because the first thing we did, we took them down and put a set of wheels.
Wheels and tires first thing. And then you had to put the different motor in it. You got to drive this thing with a 6-cylinder in it.
Well, I wouldn't have bought one with a 6-cylinder.
I wouldn't have bought one with a 6-cylinder in it either.
That's why I think it was a fleet car.
Yeah.
I think it was probably just a light-duty, in-town service car. And the way the pot metal and everything is.
It's amazing condition, all that pot metal around the taillights and everything.
I
and
think it's spent most of its life inside.
Well, even the grill on this thing is so good a shape. Not a bunch of pits in it, because these things were terrible about pitting and everything else. This thing, they're not even pitted. And all your cast usually has those little bubbles in it where it's got like little pits from rust and stuff.
Yeah.
This thing don't even have that. Exceptional condition. And nice build. I love how you did this. Kept it kind of original, but it's not, but it still is.
Well, it's not numbers matching, I realize that.
Right.
But it's period.
Period correct. Anybody had this car originally, you wouldn't have found it in this good a condition, because most of the 327 4-speed cars were
Yeah.
pretty well driven back in those days to get my meaning.
I know we were there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just happy at any speed.
It is. It's geared just about right. It's not too low where it's under dragging down. A lot of times you get that the 411s and the 388s. That's just too low. Is this still driver friendly?
Yeah, and the 336s they're good highway gears. And it rides nice. It's tight. It's right.
Oh man, it is.
All I can say is I accomplished what I set out to do.
Yeah, you did. You did a good job. Got the bucket list done. Now you're going to get rid of it.
Yeah, move on to something different.
Something different. Build maybe a gas or something again.
Maybe.
Time goes by so fast. It's hard to keep up with that.
I'm all really impressed with this transmission and the shifter. It works so nice.
Yes, it does. Well, the guy that set it up probably did a good job. How many Muncie 4-speeds you set up?
Money.
Many. Yep. You have some Muncies left over?
No.
You're getting kind of short on them, huh?
Yeah.
They used to be a dime a dozen.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. You pay good money, $2,000 for a Muncie anymore. It's any good. The paint looks nice. Hood shines nice. Did a good job, Dave.
Thanks.
Don't rub, don't scuff.
No.
Usually he'll when bumping through those bumps and stuff like that. A lot of guys don't get that right.
I don't have any bad habits that I know of.
Sun visors all look nice, all nice and tight, hanging down in front of us.
No,
Windshield sealed up nice.
These are out of another car too, and I didn't replace them. I found some decent ones.
Yeah, you don't really have hardly, you have about 2 or 3 pieces that's actually that repop stuff?
Not a lot.
Everything else is off other cars or original.
Yeah. This dash pad actually is off a 65. But they're the same.
I like the dash pad. It was never this fancy originally.
No, it was painted.